Let's get right to the deadly New Year's attack in New Orleans.
Here's the latest, up to the minute. The death toll tonight is rising. 15 people now confirmed dead, with dozens more injured. The killer, a U.S. Army veteran who had posted to social media that he was inspired by the Islamic State and wanted to kill.
The FBI says it doesn't believe the shooter acted alone and are focusing on a range of suspects. New Orleans officials pledging justice for the victims of Wednesday's fatal truck ramming on Bourbon Street. A U.S. Army veteran with an ISIS flag on his vehicle swerved around makeshift barriers just hours into the new year.
A truck hits the corner and comes barreling through people, throwing people like a movie scene, like real life, throwing people into the air.
Police say the driver shot and killed in a gunfight with police was 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S. citizen. Investigators finding weapons and potential IEDs inside the suspect's vehicle, with other potential IEDs located in the French Quarter. In Houston, a SWAT team searched the suspect's home. The FBI saying the incident is being investigated as an act of terrorism.
And as we know, this is not just an act of terrorism. This is evil.
Authorities are still investigating whether the suspect was a member of ISIS and are searching for others who may have been involved.
The screams, I mean, you can't think about, unhear that. It was chaos and very, very scary.
And for those who may have played a role in this horrific act of cowardice, we will find you.
The disfigurement and the bodies strewn, something you can't unsee, you'll never forget.
The FBI says the attack appears to be an intentional act of terror.
After hitting the crowd, he exited the vehicle and fired upon local law enforcement. Law enforcement returned fire, and the subject was pronounced deceased at the scene.
The FBI confirms that the deceased suspect had an ISIS flag at the time of the attack. The FBI confirmed that improvised explosive devices were also found at the scene. Questions swirl around how he accessed busy streets on New Year's Eve in the first place.
These metal bollards literally come up from the ground to prevent a vehicle from gaining enough speed to cause the kind of mass damage that we saw this morning.
Those barricades were not up. Period.
We're just hearing now from the Associated Press that investigators have reviewed video of 3 men and a woman placing possible explosives around this area. Tracy, this is brand new into our newsroom.